I am doing This Week in Astrology, the astrology for the week of May 12th through 18th, 2024. Sorry, I missed days backwards. I do apologize. I have been preparing for a wedding on the property and trying to get all the burn piles done, and I completely spaced it out. But anyway, we're catching up now, and so this is going to be the astrology for the week of May 12th through the 18th, 2024. With all this Taurus energy, the doorway to a new level of liberation is through the connection to this earth and those we love. With the solar flares that are to be seen in the northern states, the illumination of a sacred pathway shows us an opportunity is right in our hands if we have the courage to grasp it. The significator is the Sun and Uranus coming together in their conjunction in Taurus. Add to that, there is another conjunction between Mercury, Uranus, and Venus. When planets come together, it heralds new energies as those planets combine what they each offer and begin to give birth to something else. We look to what needs to be handled and to do it willingly and with great care, concern, and love. The Sun in Taurus makes us question who we are now. There are many out there in our world that try to tell us who and what we are. What if we are none of those things? What if we are much, much more? These solar flares add confidence into the matrix, and if you have a clue as to who and what you really are, then there is a new type of grounding that comes into the mix and tries to show us where it is safe to stand and then give out that light to others. That light that was you, as that bright and open child, is still alive and well inside. It is time to let him or her out and give out what needs to be expressed in the fullness of that light. That light inside is trying to get outside. It will now do whatever it takes to get there. Remember, it is all you, and there is nothing to fear. Uranus moves us from doing so much for others into focusing that energy so that we can instead free ourselves. This planet intends to open us, and in doing that, it promises to reveal something even more amazing. You may find that going backwards holds no joy. The light is now in front of us, and we are reaching towards that illumination with a sense of urgency, because at this point, we know it will not stay there waiting forever for us to decide. It is now or never, and we know it. If you don't, then you might miss the opportunity. These two giants, Sun and Uranus, come together on the 13th, and while it may destabilize certain things, it will also reveal what has been intentionally hidden from us. This conjunction is an invitation to own that many things never belong to us, and that to be free, we have to let go of trying to hold on to what was never ours in the first place. Once the mind is able to grasp completely that reality, that is when something magnificent can come in. Life and death are hanging in the balance for many. Death requires us to trust that the soul knows the path of the infinite self, but that such profound levels of liberation will demand that we let go and remember that we can never be truly separated from who and what we are. This powerful energy impacts us this whole week. Notice the conversations that are happening in your mind. Notice if you are afraid to be unchained from the karmic patterns of suffering that you came to learn from. Mercury goes into Taurus on the 15th. It will remain there until June 3rd. Notice the mind and what it is tracking currently. Notice what is important in those thoughts. What are you seeking to find balance with? If you had not noticed, our mental maps have shifted drastically. On some levels, we are very jaded about reality, humanity, and government. But Mercury in Taurus feels like a long, slow, deep sigh. With that cooling breath, we embrace a new pace. Being with our deepest inner thoughts allows us to drop in and reclaim our focus in more healthy ways. What is clear is that we are going to need to take more time to unravel the secrets hidden in those thoughts. When we do, we embrace the belief that somewhere inside we do have the answers. We understand that patience is the key to specific doors that have been locked and not allowing us to enter. When we trust those thoughts, then they will learn to trust us. Then on May 18th, Venus will conjunct Uranus in Taurus. Seems our inner self, Venus, and our outer essence, Uranus, seems to want to find a new way to dance more slowly so they can learn each other's rhythms. Uranus wants to dance from the place of abandon, freedom, and liberation. Venus wants to show love, trust, and balance. The inner self-worth wants to dance from a place that is willing to change and embrace more excitement. This week invites us into the limitless possibilities that exist. It is time to create a new space and move out from habit, not from habit, but from hope. Are you willing, readily willing, to create space just for yourself? Are you willing to embrace that only with the space there will be large enough opening for something to drop in? This is a week to allow the visions to expand and the heart to embrace another way of being. You long for the depth that you know is inside. You long to touch that depth and allow that depth to rewrite the script of this life. What is coming is arising to show what you are really worth. Thanks, everyone.